Turn over to Jeremiah chapter 5. Jeremiah 5, because I'm going to have to talk to our young people. Our young people in the church are in a different category than their baptized parents, and they need to know it, and I'm going to tell them right now exactly what the scriptures say. You are not under God's protection because you come to this church. And if you were born to Noah, Daniel, and Job, and they were in it, you wouldn't be under his protection. So if you are a young person out there today, listen now. It's been said of of motorcyclists. There's two types of motorcyclists, those who've had an accident and those who will. I've come to realize with young people today, and I've watched them sit in this room, there may be some now. There are two types of young people, those that leave the church, those that have left the church, and those that will. We've reached a point where that's it. I watch their eyes and dance. They think the old man doesn't read them. I read them like a book. I read them easier than see spot and run, Sally. Just watch them leave. Watch the way some of them sit in their chairs. They're here because their parents tell them to be here. So let's talk about the youth of the restored church of God. They will get no slack because they haven't left. Unless they fear God and start right now. So let's talk about what God says he has in store for young people today who will be ripped up and eaten alive if they don't pay attention. Starts in Jeremiah. We're going to look at what God says about this generation. Jeremiah 5, verse 8. Here's what God says of this generation. We're going to look at what I call the all verses. Jeremiah 5, verse 7. God says, when I fed them to the full, they then committed adultery and assembled themselves at harlots' houses, like troops, like soldiers in Thailand or Vietnam. Verse 8, they were as fed horses in the morning. Everyone neighed after his neighbor's wife. And the younger you are in this generation, the more rotten you are inside. Unless you change. There are exceptions, of course.